When you're condoizing, are you condoizing small apartments or are you condoizing 2 to 4 unit multifamily? Like, what's your bread and butter there?
Both. So the ones we have in escrow, so we just closed on a sixplex. Wapato is a sevenplex. Pine Street is a sixplex. So in order.
Could you do it to a duplex?
Yeah. It's more expensive. You've got the aggregate of legal and surveys, and so you've got a core cost of about
right. You got your minimum amount.
Yeah, you're at $40,000 to $50,000.
Right.
Although a duplex, if it's 2, 3s, or 4s, you can get away with a co-op agreement or shared wall agreement, and that's a substantially cheaper without the headache of surveys.
Interesting.
So, I mean, yeah.
This is a whole different conversation, but I want to know how you source your deals out there because Wapato's in the middle of nowhere. And I'm looking at like, what in the world? How are you sourcing these things? But that's a different conversation.
Okay.
On top of that,
so Wapato, you're talking about the city of Wapato. I'm talking about the Wapato Park in Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I was like, Wapato's nowhere. This is like
no.
2,000 people.
Never buy that.
So when it comes to at least talking with the people, are you the one who's like, hey, we want to sell this to you. We want you to own this property. Are you the one doing that? Who does that?
Yeah, that's us. So we're talking to the city of Seattle tomorrow. They have $1.5 billion in assets. We're talking to Texas Housing Conservancy. They're selling a $550 billion portfolio. We're talking to them next week. Yeah, they come to us. Like, we have got a pretty stellar reputation. We get invited to buy stuff literally every week.
And is that just because of time in the market, or is that because of any marketing efforts you're throwing out there?
Well, I mean, all I do is LinkedIn. So the two words we talk about all the time, compassionate capitalism. Right. That idea gets a conversation started, and then like our core line is we've developed the blueprint that solves the housing affordability crisis and the down payment dilemma on a national scale. Like, that sentence I have said 58,000 times in the last 2 years.
So,
and it gets a lot of
But you say you're nonprofit.
We're not. We are a for-profit company.
Okay.
But we're deeply entwined with 6 different nonprofits here in the Northwest.
Gotcha.
And nonprofit housing is $1 trillion entity, right? I mean, 1 out of 12 apartments is owned by a nonprofit. Like, it's just gigantic, and nobody sees it. Nobody understands the complexity of it.
How you're making this is making me sound like I just need to come into competition with your business. That's all I'm hearing right now, you know?
Or we just bring you deals.
But I gotta take you out, you know?
We have actively pursued getting partners in other places. We want this. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why we're having this conversation. I want this. We don't keep any secrets. We are sharing 100% our business model with anybody who will listen, because we know that we've solved the housing affordability crisis. But we can't do it ourselves. There's just too much.
You're saying that 1 in 12 apartment complexes are owned by a nonprofit?
There are 50 million apartment buildings in the U.S. Nonprofits own 5.2 billion of those apartments.
Okay.
So it's like a 1 out of 9 or something like that.
Why do so many nonprofits own these? Like, is it for like Salvation Army stuff, or what is this?
Yeah, it's Reach CDC. It's City of Seattle. It's City of Austin. It's Vancouver Housing District.
You know what this shows me? This shows me on a macro level how much of Rockefeller money and where it ended up trickling down to. It trickled down to these cities or these nonprofits, Salvation Armies, or whatever, CDC funds, or whatever you want to call them. That's where Rockefeller big money kind of got into these trusts and stuff, and they start using it for good, but they miss the boat, right? It becomes the modern day housing crisis issue. It becomes part of the problem, not the solution.